Now let's get started with some SEO domination here. First of all, our first step, we need to understand our market research. And, by that, you need to understand there's certain terms that are going to be so competitive, it would be extremely hard to get. Certain terms would be really easy to get. And certain terms, it'd be mildly hard to get. But you need to understand market research will actually determine how hard you work on it, and it will actually determine what market you'll even go into. Market research is really as much about telling you how much competition you're going to be competing against as anything else. Because the reality is, if there's 100 million people competing, you know what you're concerned about? You're concerned about this front page of Google. You're not concerned at all about every other page. These pages right here are the money-making pages. Now, the 96 million other pages, you know what they could be about? It could be somebody saying, well, Uncle Joe doesn't have enough life insurance. He needs to call Aunt Sally and get an appointment. I mean, that's really what it could potentially be about. You need to be concerned about the front page of Google. You're only concerned about the top 10 people in Google. These are the people you're competing against. We don't want to compete against these other people. So you have to understand market research will tell us that. So that makes it a lot less scary. You're only looking at the people who are competing on the front page of Google. You're not looking at every other site. So, you need to remember that. You're only concerned about the front page of Google, Yahoo, or MSN. Now, you can break your competition down into really 4 segments. And really, you need to understand there are some sites going to be really easy to get. There are going to be some sites, they're going to take a medium amount of difficulty. Some sites, they're going to take a lot of work. And there are some sites you really don't have a chance unless you have a serious bankroll. And I mean, you really need to understand there are a lot of people I talk to them, they go, well, I'm going to go into, my keyword is prostate cancer cures, or my keyword is life insurance. There's some things you just really don't want to go into. So, let's go ahead and talk about this. First of all, you have light competition. And these are going to be people you're competing against and other sites you're competing against that will be really easy to take over. You can get that top spot on Google without much difficulty. And we're not even talking long tail keywords, short tail keywords. We're talking, the main keyword can be, essentially 3 links. It's all you need to get to the top. We also have medium competition sites. And, these are a little more difficult. These are typically the money-making sites. These are the bread and butter sites that make money day in, day out. And then you have your hard sites. And these are more mainstream sites. And mainstream sites, get a lot of traffic. They're very competitive, can be very, very profitable, but you need to understand it takes a lot of work to get there. And we also have the next to impossible sites. There are going to be some sites and some keywords you need to look at and say, it's not worth me going in there. Because you have to understand what is the financial motivation for some of these people to be there. And unless you really want to go head to head and fight it out, I would advise you just to stay out of that. Now, we need to look at, what kind of competition are we really concerned about? Well, we need to look at considerations. Every site is different and all your competition is different. But, like we said, what is the financial motivation? If you are an insurance company and you're selling insurance for people who have already gotten DUIs, that's probably very profitable. They are going to be the companies that when they get to the top of Google, they're going to stay there. They're going to be very hard to dethrone. So you need to understand what are the financial motivations for people being there. They're not there out of charity. So, that is something very, very important to stress. Hey, this is Charles. I want to say thank you for watching this short little video about search engine optimization, about getting more traffic to your site. If you want to find out a lot more about SEO, and if you want to get over 5 hours of SEO videos free, just go ahead and click up here at the link in the description. Go ahead and click on that. I'll take you to a page. You can go ahead and sign up, and you'll have free access to the videos. Everybody else has paid $97 for, so I think you'll enjoy it. So go ahead and click on that link, and I'll see you on the inside.